Hi everyone, we are back to answer a few more questions which all of you folks had. I'm here with Anuj. So let's quickly get started on the AMA which we announced. So Anuj, let's try answering some few nice questions. In fact, I saw some of the questions; they were pretty interesting. So let's start with the first one, right? Pawan, can we expect any mid-range Poco flagship mobile before Diwali this year?
नहीं यार बहुत हो गया. See, frankly, at Poco, we've already covered 4 different price points right now this year. It's quite a lot. We are a small team. We don't really want to put too much out there that we can't support, and B, we don't want to confuse consumers.
True.
Right now, under 10,000, the Poco C3 is the best phone. 10 to 15, you've got the M series. 15 to 20, you've got the X series. It's just simpler that way. We are not going to keep launching, like I was joking, right? I don't think we're going to launch a Poco C 3.1, 3.2, 3.3. We are not going to do that.
Absolutely. Cool. Continuing, I think this question is related to one of the videos which you have done, Anuj. Why is Poco not bringing an AMOLED display? And please don't say everything you need and nothing you don't, I guess. It looks like an excuse.
Okay. I will still say it.
Yes.
Everything you need, nothing you don't. And let me split it, right? What you need is a better high quality display. What you don't need is just a jargon behind it. I understand AMOLEDs. In some cases, we are looking at certain flagships which are 1 lakh rupee or 50,000 or 60,000 rupees and thinking that all AMOLEDs will look good. Not necessarily the case. So at every Poco device, we will look at the actual display and then take a decision, not just for a marketing spec sheet.
Absolutely. And also just to add on to that, right? Again, an AMOLED display is expensive, folks. Like if we have to add the AMOLED display, the cost of the product does increase.
A good AMOLED display.
Absolutely. Good AMOLED display. In fact, even with not so good AMOLED displays are also charging higher. So people can understand how...
I don't think the displays might be costing too much, but they're charging higher because they think that people will pay higher.
Pay the premium. Possible. Potential. Will Poco also follow the trend of releasing new phones each and every week like other so-called brands? Dare to leap, okay?
No.
We don't intend to take that leap.
So no, like I just said, I want to keep the overall Poco portfolio absolutely clean. Yes, we've now got a Poco for different segments, but let's not overdo it. We will still keep it sparse. We will keep it easy for people to remember which Poco is best for them. And hopefully that also makes it easier for you guys who are watching to recommend a Poco phone, so that you're not thinking, if I'm looking at a budget of say 13,000 rupees, how many Pocos do I have and which one to recommend? That's not going to happen.
True. By the way, he also says, Sudarshan, who asked this question, he also said that he has placed an order for Poco X3.
Oh, thank you so
much. Thank you so much.
I'm sure you're going to love it. We both have
We both have it. Next is from Sachet. Are there any differences, hardware and software, between the global Poco X3 NFC and India Poco variant? Apart from battery capacity, 8GB RAM variant and absence of NFC. Also, will the accessories screen protectors for Poco X3 NFC be compatible with Poco X3?
So accessories, screen protectors, all your power accessories, headphones, of course, all of that will work. Your case might not, because there is a slight difference in the overall physical structure. From a differences perspective, not too many differences. So we've taken the same philosophy. Of course, it is still a Poco, but the tweaks that you mentioned are exactly the tweaks that we thought would make more sense in India.
Continuing, Bharat. Hi Mancho and Anuj. I have some questions regarding Poco X3. Why do you use a Google Dialer app as it misses out on call recording feature? Maybe there are multiple questions here. Maybe we'll take one after the other. So the first question is Google Dialer app and why is it missing? Why are we including it as it misses out on the call recording feature?
Okay, so this is essentially the pursuit of having a cleaner software. Just like the Google Chrome is the only browser that you are getting. Likewise, we've used the Google Dialer because it is part of the Android stack, so we don't really have to add another dialer to it. About call recording, I keep having this question. I don't know if call recording is legal or illegal in India, but if it's a requirement, then obviously we are open to kind of looking at that, and we'll talk to Google and ask them to have that added onto the dialer.
Absolutely. The next question from him is, do you really consider 732G as a serious upgrade over Snapdragon 730G found on Poco X2? In the brackets he also writes, AnTuTu score really confuses us also with Snapdragon 720G.
Okay, so we briefly talked about this during the launch as well, right? Yeah. So 730G, 720G at AnTuTu, and why we're taking a synthetic benchmark is because a real world experience for all of us is going to be different. So this becomes just the lowest common denominator. Is this the best way of doing this? Probably not, but this is probably the safest way of doing this because then you get a basic idea.
True.
It's like, again, if I go back to cars, when people are measuring car mileage, all the companies do it on the same set of conditions. So that is easy to measure. Now, if I'm using that same car and Manchu is using the same car, it could be very different in terms of how the experience is. So that's where AnTuTu comes in. So 730 and 720 were both at about 270-ish. 270,000 around. One had a lead in CPU, one had a lead in GPU. With the 732G, you get the best of both worlds, and then on top of that, it's a little better. The question was serious upgrade. Serious upgrade depends on how you see it. Yes, it is about a 7 to 10% faster chip. And not just on the CPU and the GPU, but even the AI parts, which basically means that your camera DSPs also work better.
Yeah. So the last question is, will you recommend us to wait for some more time to get your hands on some best processors like Snapdragon 750 or Snapdragon 765G for your upcoming smartphones?
Right now, we don't really have plans for a 750 or a 765G.
True.
Essentially because the thinking that we had was those processors are 5G processors.
Absolutely.
That means that you will have to pay the cost for 5G and the 5G antennas and everything else, and you'll not be able to use it, right? So think of it as, I give you a ultra wide camera on the phone, right? And it's a 13 megapixel ultra wide, but you can't use it, right? You've paid for it, so that just seems odd. So no plans for putting a 5G chip here, and unnecessarily kind of putting the financial burden on you.
Absolutely. And it goes back to our brand philosophy, right? At the end of the day, we want to ensure that we only add in features which you can utilize. If they are just for the namesake, we are rather interested not to have it. The next question is from Gautam Sivdas. Poco X3 compared to Realme 7 Pro. 7 Pro has an AMOLED display, and in Poco X3, why are you not giving AMOLED?
Same question, right? Let's use a better display. I don't know if we can put like a shortcut that normally comes up on YouTube, or maybe a link below. You can see how the displays kind of perform. We will always choose the better display. Like I said, not what it's called.
Sir Anuj Manmohan, Poco did a fantastic job by bringing Poco M2 Pro, which has no doubt been the best phone under 15,000. My question is, why was M series made? To target which type of users, and we are expecting something blockbuster from M series in the next quarter too.
So M series, even X series actually, right? So the core philosophy of X series or M series stays the same as F series. Of course, there are differences, but basically the idea of people like you who understand tech better get a real option. We'll probably go back to our college days. Or just after college, when we were starting a job, we were all interested in tech.
Correct.
But we could not necessarily afford a 25,000-30,000 rupee phone, right? So you're still interested in tech, you understand technology, what is the best you can get, and that's where the M and the X start coming in.
Absolutely. Similarly, he asked, we are expecting something blockbuster from M series in the next quarter.
Next quarter is, we are already in the next quarter, so I don't know if it's...
I don't know if it's Q1 of next year or...
So next year or this year. Anyways, this year, I don't think we've got anything more planned. We've just launched a whole lot of phones right now. We are also overloaded. In our world, having 4 phones out there is quite a lot. Of course, there are other people who have 4 phones in a single price, but we don't want to be that.
Got it. Then next question is, can we expect MIUI 12 update for Poco M2 also?
Okay. Do you have a date on that?
Right now, I mean, we are already, there is a plan for it. It should be in this quarter. Exact date, of course, it will take some more time to kind of.
But then last time we answered the question on M2 Pro.
Yes.
And as of today,
M2 Pro, yeah.
M2 Pro 100% rollout has already happened.
For me.
So we are obviously focused on getting those updates out. But sometimes, software, and if there are any software engineers out there, you would understand that once you do this entire kind of a coding and you go into compiling and there'll be something off, right? And you don't want to take that chance. And of course, when it's about hundreds and thousands of millions of devices out there, you have to be extra careful to get everything right.
So as of now, we have the MIUI 12 on Poco X3, Poco X2, Poco C3, and Poco M2 Pro. So Poco M2 also is definitely going to get a MIUI 12 update, definitely in this quarter. Next, when Poco F1 will get MIUI 12 update? Okay. That's also this quarter.
This quarter, yeah. Okay, so that's also coming.
That's also coming. Okay, and the last question, I think it's the question which is kind of continuously we keep getting, when is Poco F2 coming?
When we get the right F2. I think let's put it as that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? We've not really found the perfect formula. So yeah, we don't have a F2 right now.
F2 right now, yeah.
That's
all from our side. Thank you so much, folks.
Thank you so much.
See you next time.
Next week.
Yeah, next week. Bye.